All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Shaman J. Yes, I gave you my first impressions of the Pixel 10 lineup in my previous video. In this video, I read some of your comments, right? I read some of your comments, and they're not surprising, I guess. I guess I am a little surprised because there are more people that appear to be a little disappointed like me when it comes to the Pixel lineup. And I still have certain Pixels. So I already told you I'm not getting rid of this Pixel 9a more than likely. I'm probably just gonna hold on to this because it's actually a good phone, and it is one of my phone numbers in there with a SIM card. One of my phone numbers in there with a SIM card. So that is important to me, man. I know that's probably not important to some people, but freedom of choice and be able to have some control over some things, it's your right. On this channel, I've always spoken for the consumers and try to bring you all types of different viewpoints. I know I do creation. I know I buy some high priced phones, but I still try to show you the more affordable options as well, which is why when the Pixel lineup comes out, I always tell people just get the whatever the single digit is. Don't get the Pro and all, just get the single digit or just whatever the non-Pro models are, because they're going to be sufficient more than likely. They're going to be more than enough. And this year, even more so. So I started off by getting the Pixel 10. I will bring you coverage on it whenever it gets here. It just gets here, and I'll be excited. I'm sure I'll be excited about the Pixel 10 because for one, but let's kind of pick apart. I already picked apart the Pixel 10 in the previous video. The price is horrible. It's $800 for 128 gigs, and $900 for two. It's just not a good look. But past that, I think the Pixel 10 is another one that has some pretty decent changes that should be able to satisfy a lot of people. It's the perfect size phone for one. It's a 6.3 inch. It's the same body pretty much as the previous gen, and it's a really good spot for a large screen device with a small form factor. I believe that 6 inches to 6.3 inches is like the perfect spot for a compact, portable, large screen device, because that is a big screen, folks. But I did get the Pixel 10. What color do you think I got? Anyway, the Pixel 10 adds a camera lens. It has a big battery. It adds some different color options. And ultimately, I'm just looking at it at this point I want to be able to pop it up on a tripod like I have this phone right now. I should say device. This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 recording this video. Still really enjoying the Flip. I mean, these two devices are just great. And it's crazy at this point in the game that, again, I clowned Google. I clowned Google for this phone when it first came out. I was like, I don't like how that looks. But then when I saw this color, I said, I got to get this color. And then also, it turns out it's an actual really good phone. And I've been using it every day since. And the exciting part about that is that I still have my SIM card in there. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to use my Pixel on this particular phone number because I need a SIM card on this number. And I also need a SIM card on this number right here. The numbers in these devices. Now, my other third line, I don't need a SIM card for that one. So I'll probably, because it's not on a SIM card right now, I'll probably more than likely move that number, move my Pixel 10 over to that number just to kind of check network and stuff like that. Or I just might use it on one of my digital phone numbers and not link an official phone number to it. Yeah, I might do it like that. I'm not sure. I'll still be able to make phone calls. It'll just be, over the air phone calls, like FaceTime audio, stuff like that. I'll be able to use stuff like that, a form of calls and text like that. So in the end, the Pixel 10 is my primary choice. I do like the Pixel 10 Pro, but seeing as though how this is going, I just don't see a reason at this point, after checking out all the phones, I don't see a reason to grab the Pro model over the 10 yet. The Pro model is good. It was good last year. It was great last year, actually. But I think if you're wanting, certain things out of your phone, you're getting them all with the 10 model. You're just not getting them at the Pro level, whoever you pros are out there. because I think a lot of the people who are going for the Pro models have their own reasoning behind getting it, which is fine. There's no wrong answer. I'm just kind of looking for the most affordable option with the best experience. Forget specs. Experience. That's what I'm looking for. Experience. I don't care how how much the megapixel count is on it. If it's a good performing device, and with Pixels, folks, you should know by now that their phones are going to take phenomenal photos. A lot of photos that you see, sometimes most are taken by a Pixel. Now I have more than one Pixel. I still have the 8 Pro and the 8A and the Pixel Fold. I got rid of my entire 9 lineup. Which 9 do I regret getting rid of? The Pixel 9. Because I was making room for the 10 lineup. But then after I sold it, I moved early because I wanted to make sure I had gotten the most out of those from sales that I could, and I moved at the right time. So, the 10 lineup, yes, I can get them all, but I'm going to settle in on the 10 to start because I feel like the 10 is kind of the most important one. It got major changes, and I know the Fold has an IP rating and all those other things, but most people bragging about this stuff, folks, you just don't even come close to that. We baby our phones so much. And I'm saying I'm going to say we baby our phones so much that the chance of some of these things happening to it is slim to none. So with that said, though, I understand some things were added on to all the devices at some point, but I think the 10 gets the most attention, and it's always the one that gets the least attention sometimes from the companies. Like Google isn't going to push the non-Pro model on everybody when they can make more money pushing the Pro model. And that's just business. You're going to go and you need to get as much return on your investment as you can. And Google's going to try to push the highest price devices. Now, in my initial thoughts on this, when I first saw them, I heard about the rumor on the eSIM, and I was disappointed. I didn't want it to be true, but then I saw the official, unboxing of it, and I was like, yeah, there's no eSIM. It's a message right on there that says there's no SIM card on the 10 Pro XL, and so on. But the Fold gets a SIM card still. That's just so strange to me. But again, I spoke of it in the other video. Why I think they're doing this? I mean, it's a controlling thing. I don't think the 10 Pro Fold will sell. Even the 9 Pro Fold probably didn't sell as well. It might have sold as well as the original Fold. I still like the OG Fold's form factor. And I think I said it before, they should have capitalized on that, but they didn't. So now we move forward, we have all the devices in our faces. We see what they can't do, or what they don't have, I should say. Now, after the devices get in hand officially, forget all this promo stuff and, telling you they're on pre-order, forget all that. Once you have to personally use it, which I will, I'm going to be stuck with this phone, using it, and I'm going to get the best of it. I think, I'm hopeful that the video cameras greatly improved, even though I know, it can be done too with some AI processing, but I'm really hopeful that Google really, really, really makes some major changes to their video. And also this telephoto lens or whatever, that's cool. I don't even use the telephoto lens, but it's cool that it has it. And it's just something that's there. I might use it sometimes just for the purposes of social media to take photos and show you the quality of it. But in my personal life, I just don't use telephoto lenses. Even though I have the Ultra and all these other phones that can do 100 times zoom, I just don't really get, the telephoto thing on a phone it's convenient though. That's for sure. But I'm looking to be really excited once I get it officially my own unit in hand. And I can physically just say, hey, I'm about to use this, and I'm using it until next year, because that's what's going to happen. I got the 10, and it's going to be used until the next version comes out. So I'm able to give you a real user experience. Like with this phone right here, I've followed up on it multiple times because I have to physically use it because I need this number to be active, and I need it. I get calls on there. It's just a part of my daily routine to pick up that phone and say, hey, what's up? Okay, where are we doing? Blah, blah, blah. It's a phone. I do social media on it, but when I'm outside of the review phase, which for me is about 2 months or so of continuous use, then I start to not worry about how good is the battery. I just plug it up when it's time. I just sometimes it just sits on the charger until I need to use it again, and I'll always be at 100. Or it dies, and then I forget to charge it. Regular things happen. So the 10, I'm hopeful that it is a good performer like the 9 was. That entry level type deal is always welcome, and pay the least amount you can pay. If you need to do trade-ins or whatever you need to do, just do it, man. Like don't sleep on it. Don't wait on it. Get out there and get those trade-ins. Give these companies back their devices and let them deal with the value of them, trying to sell and move them again, because there's some pretty good deals for trade-ins depending on the phone. Now, in my initial video, I said the trade-in deals weren't good. They're not good for the 9 lineup. I stand behind that. But Google is still giving $600 for the original Fold. That's pretty decent. That's decent, because that phone now is a couple of years old, almost 3 technically. Well, more than that, because I think they announced it in the 2020. No, did they announce it in 20? No. It's a couple of years old. I'm getting things mixed up. But technically, the OG Fold is a couple of years old, and they're offering $600 for it. I don't plan on getting rid of mine, but that's a decent deal. So the previous generation models are looking pretty good for trade-ins. Like my 8 Pro, I put it in there and they wanted $500. I was like, really? I was just kind of testing it out. That's a pretty good deal. That's a good deal. And if you have an 8A or something like that, or an 8, and you're trading in for the 10, you're getting it feels like it could be a really good deal. It feels like it could be really good. So I just wanted to stop for a minute, let you guys know what I got. Like I've officially already got, and I'm just waiting like you to get my pre-order in and to receive it or whatever. And we'll see how this goes. So I'm hopeful that I really get to enjoy this phone like I did the 9. I really hated to let go of the 9. Remember my green 9? I hated to let that go because it was the smart move. It was a really good phone. But, I got the 9A, and the 9A is dope. It's a really nice phone. I love this color combination. It's just beautiful. And so I think I'm really going to love the color combinations for the 10 lineup in comparison to the previous gen as well. So at least they're getting the colors right. They're giving some kind of vibrant, something different than just a plain black and a white, which is really boring to me at this stage in the game. Do some green, dark greens. Like one of the best looking phones is, I think it's in my drawer over here, but the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the green is one of the best looking greens on a phone. It matches that feeling you get with the X Fold 5. That green is amazing. Beautiful hardware. And so at least, Google's doing something different, but we should see how this goes. I will follow up if I get any new information that I want to share. But for now, I ordered the Pixel 10. I'm thinking about getting the Fold in store once that actually I can get it in and out. I don't want to wait on shipping. I don't want to pay for anything this soon on and then wait until October to get it. I'm not doing it. So I would just pay at the time and call it that. But anyway, the 10, that's where I'm starting at. We'll see if I grab the Pro later, the Pro XL, because I bought them all last year. So we'll see how this works. But for now, I got the 10. What did you get? It's your man Jay. See you in the next one. Take care. Bumpy Cam.